Let's prepare without panicking. David from Imaginator Wood is right. We need to prepare without panicking, guys. This current worldwide health scare is something that can be a little bit scary, especially when you consider some of the news that's taking place, right? Of course, you have outbreaks in a bunch of different countries, but it's interesting. I just saw an article about Japan closing their schools for several weeks. Could you imagine what that would do or could do to an economy? What if we closed all of our public schools in the United States for several weeks? Who would take care of all those kids? In a lot of families, both parents work. That means somebody's going to have to stay home. There's not enough daycare to go around, and besides, putting kids in massive daycare centers kind of defeats the whole purpose of closing the schools and having kids stay at home where they're not going to be spreading the virus, right? And so somebody's going to have to stay home. That's going to take a significant portion of the labor force out of work. Also, you have Italy, right? They weren't able to stop it. They put quarantines in place, but it broke out of those quarantines. It's in other parts of Italy and other countries now in Europe. And so does it look like we're going to be able to stop it before it kind of gets here and starts spreading around? I don't know, right? One of the leading researchers from Johns Hopkins University says that we ought to be considering stockpiling, having a small stockpile, right, of food, medicine, water, things like that. You look at the CDC website on how to deal with these kind of things, you ought to be preparing now, right? Not panicking later. But today, guys, I just want to share with you a little bit about what we're doing and maybe give you some inspiration and some ideas for things that you could do. We haven't been really good about keeping a lot of food in the house. You know that we're on a homestead. This is a brand new homestead. We got here. We haven't yet had a chance to plant the garden. There's where the garden's going. Of course, you can't plant a garden right now, right? So that's out of the question. But we have been buying some more food. And check this out here. We've gotten some of these. I mean, you can tell we've had this guy for a while. We've had this one for a while. I mean, look how dirty it is. This is a new addition here to our collection. We have been collecting long-term storage food. And so that's something that we're trying to do. Now, just to think about this, there's two different ways to store food, right? Two different philosophies, you might say. One is to store food that you're going to eat anyway. That's a great way to do it, right? That's awesome. Another is to buy long-term storage food like this, right? Which you can store for, say, like 25 years, up to a 25-year shelf life. So the cool thing about that is that you don't have to worry about inventory, right? If you could store up long-term storage food like this, and it comes in a variety of flavors and all different types of meals that you can create with it. But you store that up, you put it away in the back of your closet, and you don't have to think about it again. Some of you guys will be putting it in your will to your grandchildren, right? I mean, the stuff lasts so long. So that's a great way to go as well. Some of the other things that we've considered, and not necessarily just because of this, but because of our lifestyle, is having a water filter like this, right? This is a gravity water filter. Let me show you what's up here real quick. All right, there's 3 filters in there. Those are ceramic filters with silver embedded in the ceramic. It filters out 99.999% of everything. We used this for several years in Indonesia, filtering third world water, guys. Never got sick from the water. All you do is you fill the top up right here with water, and then it slowly drips down into here. Let me show you real quick. All right, so you got the lid. Nothing special about that. Then you've got this part right here, right? These are the filters. It's empty right now because I'm showing you. And this is where it drips out of. And then it just drips into here, right? You got a spout to get the water out. It comes out clear. I mean, you can put like almost, you can't put seawater in here, right? No salt water. But you can put like any water out of a creek, out of a pond, out of a lake. Put it in here, and you can drink it. In my opinion, way better than a life straw. Could you imagine trying to provide a family of 4 with drinking water through a life straw? That'd be a pain, right? So get yourself one of these. There's a few different brands out there on the market. I will link to some down below in the description. I'll also link to a blog article that Julie wrote. She did a ton of research, guys, and been getting a lot of really good feedback in the comments on her blog about comparing 8 different long-term food storage companies. Some of them that are included in it are the My Patriot Supply, the Augustin Farms and Wise Company. There are 4 other companies that are listed in that blog article, and she goes through all the pros and the cons of each one of those companies and breaks it down really well for you so that you can make an informed decision on which company you want to go with. They're all good, right? We have our favorites, but they're all good. Check out the blog article, link down in the description. You can find that. So we've got this water here, right? But that is only going to store like 2 gallons of water. The other water storage is right out here. All right, this is our other water storage right here. 2,500 gallon water tank, about 2/3 full. It's icy right now. So we've got about 1,800 gallons of water in there. Plenty of water to get you through, you know, a couple months if you ration it. Fuel's another thing that you will probably want to store. Julie just went to the store today to buy some extra gas cans. And she wrote me a text message saying that they're too expensive. She's not going to buy any, right? Like, okay, I'll check on Amazon. Totally different story. I found 5-gallon gas cans, plastic. They're Briggs & Stratton gas cans for like $15 each. I'll put a link to that down in the description below as well. Get some of those. Amazon Prime shipping. They'll be here by Monday. Fill them up. We'll have enough gas stored to get us through a little while with our generator in case we need to run it. We've been having some pretty sunny days, and so we haven't been running the generator very much at all. Another thing that we want to store and that we are storing is propane. We've got about 3 months of propane stored up right here. We only use propane for cooking and bathing with, and so yeah, we don't use that much, but we've got about 3 months of propane stored up right now. But still, I think the thing that we may be lacking most is still food. Oh, the other thing that we ordered today as well is our seeds for our garden this spring. I showed you earlier, garden's going right out there. But what if something happens and you can't get the seeds? So we ordered them now. That way we have them when spring comes, guys. And so the idea that David was talking about in his video is that you don't want to be out there in the grocery stores panic shopping, right? Stock up on the stuff now. If you want to get long-term storage food, buy it now. Don't wait. You want to stock up on gas and things like that? Don't wait until there's a major problem going on. Go ahead and do it now. Be responsible, in other words, and don't panic later when the time comes. When Julie was in Walmart today, it was just evidence that people are really concerned about this. And so we don't need to be scared, just be prepared, right? So don't forget to check out the resources that I'm providing for you down in the description of the video. And I hope you have a really great day. Keep smiling. If you want to see more, there's a video right over there for you.